Financial Training Center, level 1 students. Let's start with marathon today. Hello.
Hey Aisha, what's been on your mind lately?
Yes, Maya. The topic of conservation is understanding the basic of financial independence. For this, my first question is, what is money?
Ah, gotcha. Sounds like you're diving into what's natural and what's well not. That's a good place to start. When you ask what is normal, are you thinking about like ecosystems or are you more focused on how humans fit into the picture? Just want to make sure I'm on the same page.
I'm asking you, why do people need money?
Okay, shifting gears a bit. Fair enough. People need money because honestly, most things we need to survive food, shelter, healthcare have a price tag on them. It's kind of messed up when you think about it, but that's just how things are structured. It also gives us choices, right? Not just surviving, but being able to pursue things that make life richer experiences, education, helping others. But it can also be a real source of stress and definitely doesn't guarantee happiness. What made you ask about it now? Are you thinking about how it relates to conservation somehow?
Yes, and what does saving money mean?
Okay, so saving money is basically setting aside some of the money you have now so you can use it later. It's like putting a little bit aside for a rainy day or for something bigger you want down the road. Think of it as future you saying thanks to present you. It's not just about having cash, though, right? It's about security and freedom to make choices. Do you have something specific in mind you're saving for, or are you just thinking about it in general?
Uh,
You mentioned conservation earlier. Are you wondering if saving money could help with that?
I am just asking for the conversation, but I think saving money, we should save money, not what I think. Why it is important to save money.
All right. So you're asking about the point of saving beyond just having it. Makes sense. It's important because life throws curveballs. Unexpected expenses happen, a medical bill, a broken appliance, needing to help family. Having savings means you're not totally derailed when those things pop up. It also opens doors. Want to start a small business, get further education, or even just take a break? Savings make that possible. It's about having options and a little peace of mind. You mentioned compensation earlier. Are you thinking about having savings as a sort of self compensation for your work?
Yes, I think so. And what is the need?
Okay, so need versus want, right? That's a big one. A need is something you absolutely have to survive food, water, shelter, clothing, things that keep you alive and healthy. Want is everything else the fancy car, bigger house, the latest phone. They're nice to have, but you can live without them. Understanding that difference is key to both saving money and figuring out what actually matters. Do you feel like a lot of the things people chase after are actually wants disguised as needs?
All right, and what is a budget?
Okay, a budget is basically a plan for your money. It's like telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. You figure out how much money you have coming in, then you decide how much you're going to spend on different things needs, wants, savings, everything. Helps you make sure you're not spending more than you earn, and it helps you prioritize what's important. Think of it as a roadmap for your finances. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Have you tried budgeting before?
yes,
Ah,
yes, yes, I did. And why should we make a budget?
whoa. Okay, that's a big question. Why should we make our thought? Are you asking why it's important to think critically or form our own opinions? I'm getting a feeling that's what you mean, but just want to be sure because honestly, it's easy to just go with what everyone else is saying, right? But thinking for yourself, challenging assumptions, questioning things is how you actually figure out what you believe and what's best for you. It's kind of essential for living a meaningful life, don't you think?
Yes, I think so. We should make a budget. What?
Okay, now. Whoa, hold on. What? You said watch answer. Did something glitch with the translation, or are you trying to tell me something?
I'm
I'm a
just
little.
telling you this, okay? Yeah, we should be make budget. It's good for our future. Also, it helps us to use our money wisely so we don't run out for money.
Okay, gotcha.
And
Sorry about
what does earning money mean?
adding money.
Earning money,
You mean, okay, you need money.
right?
That's a yeah, I am. Look, you've been asking a lot of really thoughtful questions about money, saving, budgeting, and then you just said you need money. It feels like there's something more going on here. Are you struggling financially right now?
Then
Is that what you're talking?
I'm just asking, what does earning mean? Money mean?
Right. Okay. My bad. I jumped to conclusions. Sorry about that. Earning money means receiving payment for work you do or for providing a service. It's the reward for contributing your time and skills. And money, as we've been talking about, is a medium of exchange, a way to get the things you need and want. It represents value, but it isn't the value itself, if that makes sense. It's a tool. Does that help clarify things?
Yes.
You've been thinking a lot about this stuff today, clearly. Good.
What is
So,
financial independence?
financial independence is having enough money to cover your living expenses without relying on someone else, a job, a partner, family to support you. It's about having control over your life and your time and being able to make choices that align with your values, not just what pays the bills. Doesn't necessarily mean being rich, just having enough to feel secure and free. It's a pretty empowering concept, don't you think?
Yes, I
Does
think
that
so.
feel like
And
that's good to
what does it mean to spend money wisely?
Spending money wisely means making conscious choices about how you use your resources. It's about prioritizing needs over wants, avoiding unnecessary expenses, and getting the most value for your money. It doesn't mean never treating yourself. It's about being intentional and thinking long term. Like instead of buying a fancy coffee every day, maybe investing that money instead. Small changes can add up. Does that resonate with you, considering what you were saying about conservation and using resources well?
Yes, it does. Can kids start learning about money?
Absolutely. In fact, the earlier the better. It doesn't have to be complicated. Even young kids can learn about the basic concepts earning, saving, spending, giving them an allowance, helping them set savings goals, or even just talking about prices at the store can be really valuable. It builds good habits and financial literacy from the start. You work with kids at the Trading Institute, right? Do you incorporate any of this into your work there?
Yes. Okay. What happens when we don't have money?
Mm, when we don't have one, what are you referring to when you say one? Are you talking about a budget or financial independence or maybe something else entirely?
I'm
I'm a
just
little.
It's just a question. What happens when we don't save money?
Okay, got it. When we don't save money, a few things can happen. First, we're more vulnerable to unexpected expenses, a medical bill, a car repair. Without savings, you might have to go into debt, which can be stressful and costly. Second, it's harder to achieve your goals, whether it's buying a home, starting a business, or retiring comfortably. And finally, it can create a lot of financial anxiety. It's like walking a tightrope without a safety net. Does that feel right?
Yes. And what small steps can help us become financially independent?
Okay, good question. Small steps. First, track your spending. Know where your money is going. Then create a simple budget. Even a rough one is better than none. Start small with savings. Even 5 or $10 a week adds up. Automate those savings if you can. Tackle high interest debt first. Credit cards are a big one. And finally, educate yourself. Read books, listen to podcasts, learn about investing. It's a marathon, not a sprint. It's not about deprivation, it's about making conscious choices. Do any of those feel doable for you right now?
Okay, Maya, thanks. I have learned so much from you today. Good day. Bye.
Oh, all right. Anytime, Aisha. Glad I could help. Have a good one.
Thank you everyone for watching this conversation with Maya today. Have a nice day. Bye.